What's good, YouTube? Man, we back at it again with another reaction video. If you hear our dog in the background, it's a neighborhood dog. It's going in. Sorry about that. I mean, the whole neighborhood got to deal with it right now. But if y'all haven't heard about the GTA 6 delay, man, there's some information on it. So if you've been looking for some information, I know I have. So I done found that. So we gonna get a little update on why GTA 6 was delayed, man. Enough said, enough talk, baby. And I seen somebody said this guy deserves more views. At least somebody understands the grind. But no said, no talk, baby. Let's get into it.
Kotaku just got absolutely owned on their report that GTA 6 is going to get delayed. Microsoft doesn't want Grand Theft Auto 6 characters to look a certain way, and the biggest GTA hater of all time is finally coming around. We'll be talking about all of that in this video today and a whole lot more. So if you guys are on social media, formerly Twitter or X, one thing that they have is like the community notes section. And if a post is misleading or it's saying something that isn't true, readers can actually add context to it and say like, hey, the post you're looking at right now, this might not be true or something to consider here. Well, on Kotaku's post on X that said GTA 6 production reportedly falling behind, Rockstar urges staff to return to office to avoid delay, having a link to their website and a picture of Jason and Lucia, the official artwork for GTA 6. On X, readers added context they thought people might want to know. Kotaku was known for making dramatic headlines to gain attention. Grand Theft Auto 6 is still on track for Q1 2025 release, delaying the game to fall 2025 or year 2026 was considered as a backup plan in case the development doesn't go well. So the community notes section is not 100% perfect because I don't like 1000% agree with that. It's not on track for Q1 2025. No one has confirmed that. Rockstar has only said calendar year 2025, and we still don't know if 2026 is considered the backup plan. True. It's just been what's reported. So this whole thing is just a giant cluster, a huge mess. But it really does seem like with this, or maybe this has been happening for a while, the community is really turning on Kotaku, at least with this in particular, because it's such a divisive topic of conversation, and the delay is not something that obviously people want to hear about. So maybe people are just more passionate about it than normal. But I did find that to be interesting. Sorry, Kotaku, you got community noted. I guess you could call it on X. I don't even know if that's a verb or if that's the right pronunciation or phrase for that sort of thing. But yeah, that's what happened on their end. They kind of got owned. Now, I can't believe I'm actually having to talk about this, but it is kind of relative considering the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer had a lot of them. And that is Microsoft is cautioning developers to avoid adding curvy female characters. I kid you not. Microsoft is literally urging developers not to create female characters with exaggerated body proportions on their official site to support game developers. So the site, which is titled Product Inclusion Action, Help Customers Feel Seen, includes a bullet list of considerations they urge developers to make when working on their products. And there was one section in the article that expressly condemned certain female characters as reinforcing negative gender stereotypes. And one section posed a hypothetical question: are you reinforcing any negative gender stereotypes? With one bullet point saying, are you creating playable female characters that are equal in skill and ability to their male peers? Are your female characters equipped with clothing and armor that fits their tasks? Do they have exaggerated body proportions? Well, apparently GTA 6 did not get that memo because basically throughout the entire Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, you are seeing a lot of women with some exaggerated body proportions, whether they be twerking on cars or walking on the beach. Even our main character and protagonist Lucia has her own types of curves. And I'm not the only one that's noticed this. Even the voice and likeness of Michael DeSanta from GTA 5 also noticed just how, let's just say, big the butts are in the GTA 6 trailer.
How big the asses are. That surprised me. There's some big asses in that trailer. I mean, a lot of them. It's almost every ass in that trailer, other than the male asses, were big. Big. You know?
Yeah, you got hit with that, man. But if GTA 6 be like, you know what, screw Microsoft, we gonna add the BBL. Cause I mean, they said Miami, it's a part of the game, bro. Like, if somebody get to doing weird stuff with just because they got a BBL, that's dumb. I mean, self-control. That's all I can say, self-control. So hopefully we do see some BBLs, and if we do come to it, he says his might not even be on Microsoft. I don't know, homie.
And that surprised me because...
So clearly Rockstar did not get the memo from Microsoft to avoid curvy female characters, because the very first trailer was absolutely filled with them. I think this is silly by Microsoft in pretty much every way, shape, and form. And knowing Rockstar, they're definitely not going to bend the knee to something like this. But I just found it interesting considering how much of that we saw in the GTA 6 trailer. And finally, last but not least, where I want to end today's video, the man who is probably the biggest GTA hater is finally coming around. That is Jack Thompson, a former lawyer. He is infamous for his legal battles over violent video games, and throughout the late 90s to mid-2000s, he filed lawsuits trying to connect various games, such as Vice City, San Andreas, and Grand Theft Auto 4. And to some players, he was considered a video game villain, and some of his more unpopular acts was an attempt to block sales of games like Manhunt 2, among other things. And Rockstar Games' parent company, Take-Two Interactive, actually hit back in 2007 with their own lawsuit again. However, last week, Jack Thompson actually went on a podcast, My Perfect Console, with Simon Parkin, and it looks like he has actually turned a new leaf, saying that video games can be good and that they have positive sides to things.
I believe that video games have the capacity to cause some degree of harm to a person by the virtue of their systems and all of that. Then I suppose the logic is that you must also believe that the right combination of story and gameplay has the capacity to enrich a person's life. Have you ever been interested in looking at the more positive side of games?
Yeah, and I have. And I've seen how it helps kids with disabilities, learning disabilities, and in other ways. You know, technology is an amazing thing. I just saw Oppenheimer, which I think deserves the Oscar for Best Picture. Amazing movie in so many ways. And let's take nuclear fission. It can incinerate a city, or it can illuminate a city. So technology is neutral. What is done with it in the hands of malevolent or indifferent or good people is determined by that motive and what's done. But the technology is neutral. Fission is neutral. Video games are arguably the greatest teaching tool ever invented, by virtue of the fact that the graphics now are cinematic in quality. Virtual reality doesn't look as good as virtual reality, arguably. And you've got the interactive nature of video games is what makes them so incredibly powerful. You are doing something. You are not passively watching a movie. You're actively a character in that movie, or you're actively learning an important subject you need to learn. So I'm all for the technology. I think what we do with technology is the point, not the technology being the problem.
So is the biggest GTA hater finally coming around, and will he have a different opinion when Grand Theft Auto 6 releases? I guess only time will tell. But for now, that is everything that I have got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. I would love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about Kotaku.
Man, shout out Mr. Boss for the win, man. Real good dude. Always been in the GTA 5, the GTA community in general. You know, so I guess with that delay news, they was counted out about it, you know what I'm saying? Because they say he got noted on Twitter, so I guess they said GTA still got it set to drop for Q1 of 2025. I mean, that's about a year from now, so a year from now we may be seeing GTA 5, hopefully. If you get it, if I get it, you already know what I'm doing. I'm streaming it all day, all night. You feel me? So, yeah. And that's it for today's video, man. Hope you enjoyed, man. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, bro. Plenty of videos dropping. Plenty of streams being streamed. A lot of content. You can find something you like. Get you a snack. Relax. Enjoy. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.